What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3, and this was a 12-rounder for the WBC Heavyweight World Championship. And this fight was Saturday, October 9th from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN Plus and Fox Pay-Per-View. And in this fight, Tyson Fury was able to get a scintillating 11th round knockout victory over Deontay Wilder. Yeah, this was an outstanding fight. A lot of knockdowns. I didn't even know what my scorecard was because there was just so much with the knockdowns taking away points 10-7 rounds, 10-8 rounds, whatever. But all that matters is this was an outstanding fight. And I know I had Fury ahead because he started to really just dominate Wilder later on. But just to break down the fight, the first round I did give to Deontay Wilder because he landed some nice shots. He looked very good, solid. Second round I gave to Fury, although it was a swing round. Third round, Fury did drop Wilder with a right hand followed by an uppercut that sent him down on his back. And then in the fourth round, when Wilder looked almost done from that third round knockdown when he was really hurt, he stunned Fury with a right hand to the nose, it looked like, or it sort of landed around the eye, the forehead area, around there. And Fury got wobbled, and then he went down. From that shot, he did a little chicken dance before going down. And then also after getting up from that shot, Fury came in and then got caught again on the temple and went down for a second time. And then in the fifth round, it was a round I gave to Wilder because he did actually land some nice shots, and it was like a very competitive round that could have went either way as well. But then in that sixth round, Wilder started to get beat up just like the second fight. And then in the seventh as well, really after the fifth round, it was just domination for Fury up until Wilder was just getting wobbled. I'm not even sure if Wilder was really getting hurt from the shots. I'm sure he was, but most of the shots that made Wilder get knocked back were because he was so tired and off balance, but he was getting hit a lot. And in that 10th round, Fury was able to drop Deontay Wilder with a beautiful shot. I believe it was a right hand that sent Wilder's legs out from under him. Almost reminded me of the first knockdown in their second fight where he got chopped with that right hand and just his legs gave out. One of his legs kicked out behind him and he just went down. But then after Wilder got up, he actually hurt Fury, landed a beautiful combination, like a 10-punch hook combination, left, right, back to back, and Fury was sent wobbling in front of Wilder at the end of that round. But then in the 11th round, Fury put on another beating on Deontay Wilder. And then when Wilder was dazed, Fury was able to land a perfectly placed right hand that knocked Wilder out. He hit him, and then Wilder went down face first. Referee didn't even count it, waved it off. What a knockout for Tyson Fury. This could be the knockout of the month already. What a shot. It looks like Deontay Wilder got knocked out cold, but he got up immediately. Hopefully he's okay. He took a lot of damage in this fight. And it looked like the second fight all over again in the last couple of rounds, except that Wilder still looked like he had power, unlike in that second fight, because he was actually able to hurt Fury a couple of times here. But this was an outstanding fight. I think this by far was better than their first fight or their second fight, because in this fight we got to see all the knockdowns and it was fairly competitive early on. But still, Deontay Wilder, he was bleeding out of his ear, just like the second fight. His eyes were swollen. He was bleeding out of his nose, his mouth. I hope he's okay. But with that being said, what is next for Tyson Fury? Defeating Wilder here by knockout once again, like I did predict, from rounds 8 to rounds 12. But I think he's either going to face the winner of Usyk Joshua 2, because I did hear that Eddie Hearn has enacted the immediate rematch clause, or he could fight an opponent that's highly ranked in the WBC rankings. Who knows? He could fight the winner of White versus Wallin, because Dillian White is the WBC interim champion. Otto Wallin, obviously Tyson Fury already fought him before, but still, if he were to win that fight, he'd be the interim champ. So, he could fight anywhere from White, Wallin, because obviously they're fighting for the interim title, as I mentioned before, or he could fight the winner of Usyk Joshua 2. He could fight someone like someone in the top 15, top 10, who knows, maybe like a Robert Helenius, even like a Charles Martin. There's guys in the top 15 that he could fight, Luis Ortiz. And I think he's just going to have either a big fight, like for undisputed title clash, a semi-big fight, and then maybe a guy in the top 15, like I mentioned before. But he should be in for a decent fight next. And what is next for Deontay Wilder? I'd say retirement. I mean, he got destroyed here later on, I should say, because he did score 2 knockdowns ultimately. But yeah, he really took a lot of damage here, and I can't really see him becoming a world champion again. I mean, I could see him beating Anthony Joshua, but I can't see him beating Usyk. I can't see him beating Fury, obviously. Losing twice to him already. Probably should have lost 3 times, considering that first fight was highly controversial, and I thought Fury won, including many others. But yeah, I think he'll probably retire. I can't really see him fighting anyone. I mean, there was talks of him fighting like Charles Martin before this fight. He might fight Charles Martin, maybe. Yeah, someone at that level. I don't see him fighting a guy like Helenius, who's also with PBC, because they do spar with each other. So maybe Charles Martin, if not retirement. So overall, Tyson Fury defeats Deontay Wilder for a second straight time by knockout, and this time the knockout happened in the 11th round, and Fury retains his WBC heavyweight world title. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.